All right, so as promised, the video on common mistakes most people make running mini importation as a business model. Okay, mini importation as a business model. If you don't know me already, just in case someone sent this video to you, my name is Idoko Emmanuel. I'm an e-commerce expert, and I talk about anything pertaining e-commerce. Don't really and anything pertaining e-commerce, selling online, and all of those stuff, and I give pretty much tips on how to help people sell online. Okay, so today we'll be talking about common mistakes people make when um going into mini importation as a business model. Okay, I would have loved you if you could see my face right now, but I think I wouldn't be able to set up that right now, so I'll just go ahead and illustrate as much as I can on the screen. All right, so the common mistakes most people make that I see. Now, the reasons why I'm going to be addressing this is because pretty much on my contact list alone, I have a lot of people into this business model, and perhaps they'll be watching this video too, and they could really learn a lot of things from this video. Okay, so I'll be picking out one of the mistakes one by one, and I'll be talking about them. I'll cover at least one mistake in this video. I want it to be very short, at least 10 minutes, within 10 minutes, and we are done. Okay, so mini importation as a business model has made made people a lot of money, especially here in Nigeria. A lot of people have started this business and they've scaled it to the moon, like to the moon. And then there are a lot of people teaching mini importation out there. And then the thing that I find uncomfortable with is that a lot of people don't really tell people certain things, and they end up misleading people, which is what I want to talk about. Okay, so now let me go ahead and explain it. So I've seen a lot of people go ahead and teach other people mini importation as a business, and truth is, most of these people haven't really made a lot of money out of this business on their own. They probably just made a couple of sales and all of that, and they probably never even figured it out completely. But of course, selling it as a course is another way to make money from this business. Okay, is another way to make money from this business. Of course, which is a different business model from mini importation itself. Mini importation is selling products. Selling a course on mini importation is digital information marketing. Okay, selling information on mini importation, which is a different business model entirely. Of course, there are a lot of people that teach the legit stuff out there. Shout out to all of them. I really appreciate it. I know a couple of them that are really doing it very well, and I actually say shout out, guys. So as a business model, it's very simple. You basically import stuff and all of that. There are different models. You can actually drop ship with this model also, and then there are different models of it, the pre-order and all of these things and all of that. Okay, so one of the biggest mistakes I've seen right now is that those people who actually bring more people into this business model and teach them about this stuff actually bring them into what I call a saturated market. They bring them into what I call a saturated market. Now, what I mean by a saturated market is very simple. A saturated market is simply, now let me put it this way. Sometimes you just wake up and then you go on your contact list, and then five people are selling the same type of clothing, they are selling the same type of bags, they are selling exactly the same type of products. Now, this doesn't mean they won't make money or everybody is not making their own sales. It means everybody is competing for the same type of customers. Okay, now there are disadvantages. It's not as if you are not going to make money in a saturated market. The problem is you are going to be competing with too many people for the same customers. Now, even like in a saturated market now, everybody is selling bags, everybody is selling bags, and then okay. So what happens is a lot of people don't have this very large contact list, right? Or if they have this large contact list, Personally, I would say I can go online and I see at least 5 people selling bags. And now look at it now. In a saturated market, it's difficult for you to stand out. Now, let's say these 5 people are selling bags. These 5 people are selling bags, and they are all, if they are on my WhatsApp contact, it means I probably know them somehow, or at least to an extent. What happens now is that before you advertise this bag to me, someone else has advertised it to me. So it's either I have bought it or I'm not buying it. Okay, it's either I've bought it or I'm not buying it, or I'm not really interested in this product, or I might buy it from you because I'm actually closer to you. Okay, so now what happened is that there is so much competition in the market that instead of you to actually be making more money, you're actually making less money because you are not the only one selling this thing out there. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but I'm going to explain it in the best way I can. Okay, you are not the only one selling this product out there, and it means that you are competing with a whole lot of people selling this particular product. Okay, so well, in essence, you have to try as much as possible to stay out of the very saturated market. Now everybody brings, I've seen different models of this business, as I say, the Turkey and the rest of them. I don't really know much about them because never really liked it as a business model, how everybody does it. Exactly how everybody else does it. I'm not saying there are not those people that are actually doing it right. I actually know a couple of them, but how everybody else does it, how the majority does it, is what I don't like. Okay, now, the problem is there are so many problems of selling in the saturated market. Too much competition, which means you won't make as much money as you are supposed to because everybody is selling it. Okay. Now, if I open a store that is selling a provision store where there are 7 other provision stores, it doesn't mean I won't sell. It means I will sell less because people have other options. When people have other options, they can go ahead and pick amongst any of these options. But if I sell in a location where I'm the only one there, or I have a better offer than the rest, so I have more chances. Okay. Now, so I'm going to focus on talking about the saturated. As you can see, I'm focusing on talking about selling in a saturated market because this is basically what I want to talk about today. I've actually seen a lot of other mistakes which I will talk about in subsequent videos if you actually want me to, of which I will. Okay, so there are other ways to actually stand out in these saturated markets if you still want to remain in a saturated market. Okay, pretty much you have to do things very differently, and then depending on the product or service you are trying to sell, is actually going to be a little bit more difficult than trying doing something unique. Okay, so one way is to have a unique selling offer. Okay, or USP, unique selling point. Now, when you have a unique selling point, it means probably you are selling it in a way that other people aren't doing it. Like you are selling it with a gift. Let's say I'm selling let's say I'm selling ladies accessories like bags, shoes, and all of those things. And then what I want to do, I want to top it off with something unique that most ladies will like. What do I top it off with? Something that can be cheap, probably a there's this ladies ribbon handband that looks very cool and all of that. I actually found someone selling something like that, okay, in the past. So I maybe I'll probably just tag it along with the bag. You get this for free. So having a unique selling point actually gives you a chance to actually do that. Probably, let's say you have same day delivery, you're able to deliver within same day, or your shipping is free. Of course, your shipping is free. The easiest way to actually make your shipping free is to implement your shipping cost in your product cost. It's actually a lot easier that way. Put it there, and then you'll be able to ship for free. Your customers will be happy you're shipping to them for free, but it's actually part of the product cost. Okay, so that's another way. Perhaps you have a 1 day shipping, you're actually gifting a free product, or the any other way to spice up your offer. Try to do something different. Okay, that's the only way you are going to stand out and people will want to buy from you. Because if there's another person selling this product and then there's you selling this product, if they actually stand a chance to benefit more from buying from you, then that's the only reason they will buy from you. Okay. um I'm making a lot of illustrations with my hands right now, and I really wish you could see it right now. But then it's more like giving them more reasons to buy from you. Okay, make that your unique selling point. Give them reasons to buy from you. Give them more reasons to buy from you. Okay, have a good customer service. Try to follow up on your customers. Just all of these little things that actually matters a lot to the customers, that make them want to buy from you again. And then since everybody out there is selling almost the same thing, you want word of mouth. Oh yeah, what's up? I like this your bag. It's actually good. Where do you get it from? Or I'm looking for a bag to buy for a party I want to go to and all of that. And she's talking to her friend, and her friend told her, "Oh, I actually bought this from this so person." Okay, of course your brand should have a name. That would be another way to stand out at least. I actually got it from this person. She actually gives this, or her service is good, or she delivers in one time in a day, free delivery, something like that. Something that actually makes you stand out and can actually get you word of mouth marketing referrals. They're actually very, very good. Okay. So basically that's all I'm going to talk about in this video: selling in a saturated market. Now this is a lot of things most people don't tell you. They introduce you to a business where you are selling in a very, very saturated market. Of course there are other ways to sell. Another way of avoiding this saturated market, particularly, of which I'll talk about in another video, is selling something more unique to a specific audience. Now the reason why most people end up in a saturated market is because they believe this is the only thing that is selling right now, or perhaps they just get introduced to it that way, of which is the way most people end up selling the same thing in this business model particularly. Okay, you don't have to sell what everybody is selling. Just find a product that is selling quite well, that is unique to a specific audience. Now, trying to sell to everybody will actually keep you in the saturated market. That's just the truth. Find a group of people of which you can solve their problem, and then if you are able to solve their problem, okay, you can actually find a product that solves that problem really well and focus on selling to them particularly. You will actually make a lot more money than selling in a saturated market. Okay, so trying to sell to everybody is not going to do you a lot of good, and then you are going to spend more on advertising and all of that, getting less results than the other person who is selling to a specific audience, solving a specific problem. Now, solving a specific problem, I have to specify solving a specific problem, and then advertising will be a lot cheaper because you actually have these specific people you are trying to target. That means you can target a specific group of people to actually make more money. Okay, so now, as I said, try to sell to a specific group of people who have a specific need of which you can solve, than trying to sell to everybody. Don't believe my customer might be on your contact list. That's actually not true. Okay, before your customer might be on their contact list, it's actually true, but then someone else might already be selling that product right there where you want to go and advertise on WhatsApp and all of those things. And try to get your hands on other mediums of advertising aside to WhatsApp. Facebook ads is very, very important and all of that. You can actually try influencer strategy. So yeah, that's basically it. So just in case I want to put it out there, I'm actually into e-commerce myself. I don't do mini importation. I'm actually into Shopify drop shipping for the big boys. Okay, that was a joke, but yes, I'm actually into Shopify drop shipping for the big boys. E-commerce mini importation is a very, very good business model, but I think Shopify drop shipping, it's also another business model you should look at if you want to make much more money in the whole e-commerce niche. Okay, I actually have a course on that. If it's something you're interested in, you can actually hit me up on that. But that's by the way. Okay, try to implement some of these tips I've given you right now in your business and see it grow. Honestly, do your best. Make sure you are giving your business your best. Don't give up on your business and you're going to make a lot more money. Okay, just implement some of these tips and I wish you all the best. Thank you very much and bye. I'll see you on the next one. I'll see you guys of feedbacks on this one. So tell me how you found the video and all of that in the comment section or whichever way. That's the only way I'll be able to know how you got the video. And if you want me to make a part 2 video on how to address some of these mistakes, okay, so I have a couple of other mistakes written down already of which I've seen over time, and I'm going to address them as based on request. Okay, so let's go ahead, just like the video and all of that. I want to see your reactions on these videos, and it will be a lot of encouragement to see if you want me to make more videos on this particular topic. Okay, on this particular topic. All right, so thank you very much. See you in the next one. Bye. Peace out.